This video marks a departure from the regular videos I usually post, because today I'm going to be providing some tips and tricks for Perfect Heist 2. The first tip I have to offer is really simple. Learn your role. The class you choose to play as can drastically change the way you play the game. Luckily, the developer recently redesigned the spawn menu and split the various classes up into 3 categories: Breach, Stealth and Support for the robbers, and Combat, Intel and Support for the cops. This makes each class's role a little bit more obvious at first glance. Don't be afraid to jump into a session on your own to test out each class's unique abilities and equipment. This second tip is for robbers only. When in the spawn menu, take a look at the top left corner of the screen and you'll see that you can change your spawn point but also change your mask. These masks each have varying buffs or debuffs that can enhance the way you choose to play the game. Wearing a mask makes it obvious you're a player rather than an NPC, so these are most commonly used when you've managed to break into a vault. Pressing the M key puts on your mask by default. Tip 3. Robbers don't have to break into the vaults in order to win the game. There are other ways of collecting the amount of cash needed to escape. Some maps have ATM machines, cash registers, secret documents, and even gold bars just lying around the place. Some classes, such as the Crypto, can help win the match without ever stepping foot inside a vault thanks to its unique class ability. Tip number 4. Some maps have these little baskets hidden away that allow you to disguise yourself as an employee, allowing you to blend in with the NPCs without having to kill any of them. This is obviously really beneficial to classes that favour a stealthy approach. These are currently available on the official New York, Casino and Big Bank maps. Now that we've covered some of the more basic aspects of the game, it's time to move on to some map-specific tips and tricks. For example, on all of the current official maps, players can climb on top of a building directly next to the main robber spawn to provide themselves a nice vantage point to keep an eye on the cops. This is obviously really useful for the sniper class, who can stay up here and constantly harass the enemy team. If you need to make a quick escape, you can also use the fire escapes located on the sides of the building to safely descend to street level. On the Big Bank map, there's a small construction area on the eastern side of the map that allows the robbers to blow a hole in the wall and crawl through a small tunnel to infiltrate the staff area of the bank. What most people don't realise is that just as you come out of the tunnel, turn around 180 degrees and you'll find one of those employee clothing baskets mentioned earlier in the video. This provides an instant disguise to blend in with the AI in the immediate area. Just make sure you don't get caught. Another little tip that you might not know about is that you can throw money that you're carrying out of windows. This is a great strategy if you coordinate with another player, as it significantly lessens the risk of you getting caught by a cop. For this final tip, you may have come across these exit doors that can only be opened by cops, but there's actually a way to open them whilst playing as a robber too. All you have to do is find one of these planters and interact with it in order to set it on fire. This will then trigger the fire alarm, which opens all of the safety doors. You can also use the Distractor class's incendiary pistol or Molotovs to ignite the plants too. Luckily, there's a little notification underneath your character status in the top right corner of the screen that tells you whenever a fire alarm is currently active, or you can listen out for the telltale beeping sound. And that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed the departure from the regular kinds of videos I post, and I hope the information provided can be valuable to both new and old Perfect Heist 2 players. I'm considering making another tips and tricks video about the in-game map editor, as there's a lot of information and mechanics that may not be immediately obvious to the player, so let me know down in the comments section if that's something you'd like to see, or if you'd like to see another tips and tricks video in general. Goodbye!
How you wanna walk? How you wanna breathe? How you gonna talk like a G? How you gonna rock when my steeds spin a battle? Y'all just caught up in the fantasy, it's just an RPG, I give a